I have to take consent beforehand.
Yeah, don't worry about that. It's because people feel pressured. I feel
Mm-hmm.
under pressure sometimes. People used to feel under pressure when they are being recorded, but it's
Yeah,
normal, okay? Do your
yeah,
best, still doing your
yeah.
best.
Yeah, I think they start judging themselves when I ask them to record themselves. You know, they say no, we our English is not good. And what happened these days with me, since I have asked
Hmm.
many people, since I have told them like I have a YouTube channel where I create, the moment they say Ambassador Vishakha, they leave the conversation.
Look, um, when we know that we are being recorded,
Mm-hmm.
there is with under attention of people are paying attention in everything and every aspect of our speech or behavior,
Mm-hmm.
and we used to be hyper vigilant,
Mm-hmm.
seeing how people will trying to figure out what people will think about me.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned, uh, you know, a very a very good and useful technique to get immune from this behavior, sometimes feel under pressure.
Mm-hmm.
We used to take the phone
Mm-hmm.
and put to record
Mm-hmm.
and speak about anything that you want, doesn't matter the
Mm-hmm.
topic. But
Mm-hmm.
front camera,
Mm-hmm.
speaking with ourselves, but front for camera and recording
Mm-hmm.
every day because it's automatic. When we click to record, we feel freezed, you
Pressured.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and just a way to stay more comfortable. There's no way, there's no way to stay more comfortable than putting ourselves a little bit under pressure,
Mm-hmm.
a
Mm-hmm.
controlled pressure.
The strategy that you discussed just now, I used to follow this strategy when I was a beginner. I used to record myself because I was a beginner. I didn't know how to speak my mind in English. I used to stand in front of the mirror. I used to give myself a topic and I used to explain it to myself. I used to record myself. Then later, I would listen to all those recordings and I realized like I have made a mistake here. It should have been this way instead of that way. This is how I have reached this level of fluency.
Yeah, and sometimes people record our voice, and when listen, oh, my voice is so ugly, I don't like to listen my voice, and it's my voice, it's myself. I need to realize that I need to give value for myself. It's who we are. You
Yeah,
know.
exactly. And I think we should not compare ourselves with others. And no matter how good we are or how bad we are at anything, in any skill, but we should not judge each other. And we we are created by God. We have something special in every one of
Hmm.
us. There is no comparison. So, and I don't know, why do we feel pressure all the time whenever it comes to
Hmm.
public speaking, whenever it comes to social media, whenever it comes to stepping out of your comfort zone.
Yeah. uh, Comparison and overall comparison is a personal perspective, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Comparison is good just in one way for me.
Mm-hmm.
When we get someone to be inspired, when
Yeah,
we have someone
exactly.
to be inspired. For example, we compare our performance with our inspiration. Good,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But if this comparison leads us to feel bad, it's not a good way, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because, for example, we compare ourselves, for example, to speak in public.
Mm-hmm.
We always compare ourselves with, for example, famous, how can I say, personalities that that used to speak with public in an amazing way, and
Mm-hmm.
we want the same, but we don't see behind the scenes
Yeah,
how
exactly. I
much.
was coming to this point. Like a person who is new, who is learning a skill, and a person who has been learning over the past 1 year, 6 year, 2 years, you cannot compare these two. You don't know the person from inside. They might have cried when they started learning. They might have faced many challenges which you might don't know, but people started comparing two different things which we cannot compare.
We don't see the backstage. Life is
Yeah.
a, life is life is a stage, I think, but we don't see the backstage. We see just
Yeah,
the presentation, you know. They
exactly.
effort, as you told me, they effort many times that the person that are talking with public, you know, made mistakes on past, you know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
how much time this person spent it with
Mm-hmm.
himself or herself to stay in public, you know, because coming back to beginning, giving a step back, because that there comparison is not fair. Just when someone inspires and we feel okay, I'm close from my inspiration, I feel good with that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
If make me feel bad, it's not a good way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I couldn't agree more. And before our conversation, I was just watching a podcast. Would you like me to extend the session?
Let's
Okay.
go.
Okay. Okay.
If
Thank you
you
so
if you
much.
give just 30 seconds just to take on water because my
Yeah,
throat
yeah, yeah.
is
Yeah,
dry.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
One
Please, please,
30
please,
seconds.
please. Yeah, please.
Thank you so much for
It's
waiting for
okay.
me.
My pleasure. So, I would like to ask you one question. What do you feel when the world starts changing?
When the word,
World, world starts changing or
what
started
do you
changing.
mean?
World, world. Let me write it down. World. When the
Okay, how I
world
feel with
started
the chance.
changing, changing.
Yes. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
how I
Mm-hmm.
feel with the changes that what is happening now with the
Mm-hmm.
world. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. You know, I like to study a little bit about
Mm-hmm.
geopolitics,
Mm-hmm.
and when I see, for example, this war happening, for example, in Iran, in
Mm-hmm.
Ukraine,
Mm-hmm.
I feel sad because we just see the world by our own perspective inside our bubble, and we need to get out of this bubble to
Mm-hmm.
see the world as a fact, the actions as a fact, not bad or not good, just the
Mm-hmm.
human being. Uh, I feel I feel sad with these things that are happening now, because, for example, one war happening in Iran affected all the world, the
Mm-hmm.
prices. We used to feel to have concerns about to go into a third world war. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
Mm-hmm.
saying that it's impossible, and I'm not saying that it's possible, because the nations that are involved in these conflicts, they know very well themselves, between themselves. and
Mhm.
they know that start a global conflict,
Mhm.
it will be it will be guide the world maybe for no use atomic weapons, and it's better to not start, you know.
Mhm. Mhm.
But yeah, in
Actually,
overall, I feel bad with that.
it is because of the power problem, the power over the other. When we try to gain
Yes.
the power over the other countries, the other nations, then we ended up, landing into a war situation.
Mm-hmm. Uh, for example, we are talking about the changes in the world that, and we can't avoid to talk about politicians. But
Hmm.
this war happening in Iran
Mm-hmm.
make us, how can I say, disappointed, I think, because after the Second World War, United States become the most powerful nation in the world,
Mm-hmm.
and the role of this nation is be the nation that make peace with everyone, even
Mm-hmm.
even happened a lot of wars, but is the nation that responsible to solve the conflicts, small
Mm-hmm.
conflicts,
Mm-hmm.
and even have a war, but start and finish as faster as they can. But the
Mm-hmm.
point is, this guy in the president from the United States is very selfish, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and the choices of this guy are leading the world to see, firstly, United
Mm-hmm.
States not as the empire to make peace, you
Mm-hmm.
know, one another empire that bring war, brings sadness for people,
Mm-hmm.
and with this lack of power, another nation wants to assume the power.
Mm-hmm.
And China wants this power in overall, geopolitically speaking, you know? And
Mm-hmm.
it's not a thing to say right or wrong, but it's an unpredictable scenario in next years. We don't know what will happen next years if the United States will start a war, a global war with other nations,
Mm-hmm.
if we will have another nation trying to involve the war too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in overall, we feel worried,
Mm-hmm.
because there is a
And
lot of uncertainty.
yeah, sorry to interrupt you in between. And have you heard about Jeffrey Epstein?
Yeah, I heard about my knowledge
And
about
I think that
is not
was the
so.
safe move. That was the safe move taken by the government to divert the attention of the people from the case of Jeffrey Epstein to war,
Mm-hmm.
because this is the era of awakening. Everyone has started speaking out. They are not worried of their life anymore, and one girl has
Mm-hmm.
already lost her life because she has raised her voice against the Prince Andrew. So, and obviously the prime minister of United States, the Trump was involved in that. So, he took the move of this war so that he could
Mm-hmm.
divert the attention of the people. And the case is still pending. The case is still pending.
The name of this strategy, adding something to your speech, you know very wisely. The name of this strategy is bread and circuses.
Mm-hmm.
The Roman Empire used it
Mm-hmm.
to provide bread for people, shows in the Colosseum,
Mm-hmm.
to make people forget about the social problems, about the real problems that happen
In the society or
and
in the
in
country.
the society. And we see just the same thing happening with different proportions in a
Mm-hmm.
different time.
Today my mom, she came back from a vacation, from a 4 days vacation, and it was
Mm-hmm.
organized by an MLA, by a minister, to get the votes of the women of the society. You know, they
Mm-hmm.
My mom, she doesn't understand the importance of education. So, these women, they like to enjoy the vacation, and they are in favor of that
Do you want to
minister.
continue?
Yeah,
Sorry to interrupt you.
we can, we can.
I'll, yeah, this is the last one for me. I need to work taxi after this
Okay,
session, the
okay,
next
okay.
session.
No problem, no problem.
But don't worry, don't worry.
It's okay, it's okay. So I was discussing this with my husband, like these women, they are not educated women. They don't understand the importance of education and other problems in India, or in any country. They never ask, they never raise question to that minister, like what have you done for the education? What have you done for the security of the girls in our country? But they only
Mm-hmm.
focus on enjoying the vacation of 4 days, because it was paid by that minister, and she's very happy.
I
My mom
understand.
is very happy. I try to ask her questions like, mom, what are you doing? And I had an argument with my mom before this vacation over this. She tries to defend patriarchy all the time.
Mm-hmm.
She has her granddaughter. She's now 25 years old. She's going to the college. She's enjoying time with her friends, and she's putting makeup on her face, as every young girl, every teenage girl does. So my mother, she started talking about her, like why her father is giving her so much freedom. So I interrupted. I told my mother, like, why do you feel women doesn't deserve freedom?
Mm-hmm.
My mother wanted her to live a life like her, where she was
Mm-hmm.
oppressed by the male or females in the family, where she was supposed to be take the in charge of the every household chores, and she never get the chance to enjoy her life, and she wanted the same
Mm-hmm.
loyal same life for her grandkids. And I was like, mom, why are you doing this? Why are you saying these things?
It's an interesting point because this is the new generation. There is a new background behind this generation, new
Mhm.
rules, the society is different because the information runs the world in just 1 second. We can see news about what is happening in the other side in the world in the same time, in real time. And
Mhm.
also issues, social issues like that, for example, the rights of women. It was something that is impossible to discuss in the past. But
Mhm.
now, maybe it's the not maybe, but
You
it's
know
the
what is
opportunity.
what is my mother's problem? She watches videos on Instagram. She watches reels on Instagram, but she feels I am not like them. I am not doing whatever they have been discussing in that video, whatever
Mm-hmm,
problem they have been pointing out. She feels like it is not about me. But I say
mm-hmm,
it to upfront. She got angry with me when I confronted her. Like, why are you arguing with me? It is not good to talk back. You should not talk back to your parents. And why are you saying
mm-hmm.
this to me? But that was wrong, mom. Why don't you understand? And these reels are made for people who have mentality like you people. It is for
Mm-hmm.
bringing in change for you people in your mentality.
Look, in my perspective, we don't need to fight back, but we need to find a balance. For example, for
Mm-hmm.
old people, it's very difficult to change the mindset
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because the mindset that they carries, they carry used to be built on young time from this person, and it's
Mhm.
very difficult to find this, to change this now. Maybe we can find a balance, in the middle
Mhm.
of the bridge. There is a
Mhm.
bridge and we are in the middle. Okay,
Mhm.
we go unto this and
Mhm.
you go unto this point. You go from unto this point. My family, I'm not the one to be rude, but is my child.
Mhm.
I gave this freedom for her.
Mhm.
And if it's my child, I will set the rules. I
Mhm.
understand your background, I understand your perspective, your point of view,
Mhm.
but we can't set rules of, we can't rule people of anyone, just
Mhm.
our life, just
Mhm.
our life.
Mhm.
If um if I feel that drink alcohol
Mhm.
is good, I will drink, but
Mhm.
I don't. I can't rule everyone. I can't force everyone to drink alcohol too.
Mhm. Mhm.
And
Mhm.
the contrary is true. If I don't drink and I know that is bad, is not good for me.
You
We
cannot
don't drink.
impose your decision on others. It's
Yes, we
their
won't
life.
drink nothing. I
You know
can't
what they
force
people,
people.
what the every family member or the every relative of the family do, they gang up on her. They make a gang, they talk about her, and they they back bitching about that 25 years old girl. And I was completely against it. I was like, please stop talking about her. She is a young girl. And she never talks about you people. She never interferes in your
Hmm.
business. Why are you interfere in her life? What is she doing? What is she wearing? And
There
she
is
is such
a.
a beautiful soul. I know her personally. She's a very intelligent girl. She's very beautiful. She's a bright student. And whatever
Hmm.
she has been doing in her life, she is doing exceptionally well. I
Wow.
stand in support for her. I know her. She's a beautiful soul.
If your daughter are listening you now, she will falling apart, crying.
because I
It's
didn't
very
get
this
because
decoration. It was very beautiful.
I didn't get this love from my mother. I know the value of this love. I know the value
Mm-hmm.
of this freedom. I know how to raise a girl because I was also
Mm-hmm.
like her when I was a young, and no one stood for me. No one
Mm-hmm.
understood me. That's why I know this situation of women in this society. I would
It's
have been
very.
at a much
Uh-huh.
better place today if given a proper guidance, proper education, proper support, which I didn't get.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I can discuss. I can explain better about this tomorrow, but I will start now. Tomorrow,
mhm,
at the same time, I will stay here.
mhm,
Sometimes we wish something, but we set the rule that we can't. And
mhm,
who do what we wish to do, we
mhm,
feel bad because if I'm suffering, I don't want to suffer alone.
mhm,
And there's a little bit of envy because I want to stay in the same place of you, but I can't. I can't change my values overnight.
mhm, mhm.
Tomorrow we can discuss about more about that. But
Have a
it was
good
a
day.
huge
It was a
pleasure
nice conversation. Thank you so much for your
with
precious
you too.
time.